Hi guys, let me know if you can hear me. Hi everyone in the chat. Hi Dexter as well. Hi everyone. Welcome back to another deadline stream. Yeah, I think the audio is fine now. I think it's fine. We are active on Wildcard, so we've made it very obvious with that. We have a lot of questions coming. Yes, hi Nikhil. Hi Mayank. We will be discussing your wildcard questions, obviously, or benching questions as well. But I have made a draft for myself, and this is how my draft looks like. A lot of you will be shocked by Kyle Walker Peters, but that's the plan. That's who I have on my wildcard. Kane plus Bernardo, Kevin De Bruyne plus Isak. I think it depends on captaincy. So if you want to captain Kane, you want to go there, or probably Kevin De Bruyne, Isak suits good. Bowen, Kulusevski, Martinelli, Madison. Choose two. I think Madison because he's a longer term pick. Martinelli because he provides value. If you don't intend to play Martinelli, go Bowen. I think. Remove Jesus from Mitrovic. I wouldn't do it this week. I think Jesus has a complete haul in him. I think he can haul this week. Play or bench Madison. That's a tough one. So the problem is that if you have a better player, someone like an Andreas, I would play Andreas over him. Is Sun starting? We have no news till now, so we will and might get some news in about 10, 14 minutes, maybe 15, 16 odd minutes. But yeah, if there's no news, we expect him to start. I mean, he's the best player, so we can expect him to start. Why aren't people playing Jesus? So those who have Jesus have to play Jesus. I don't see any point benching him. But if you don't have Jesus, you probably want to remove him because he has slightly tougher fixtures coming up. The next two are tough ones. Secondly, there are better players providing better value. So there are players who can match his score in the next 4 or 5 games, and then you can bring back Jesus when his good fixture run starts. De Bruyne and Isaac, Foden and Kane. Foden Kane looks like a good combination. I would go there if I had Foden Kane. The only problem, if you're on wildcard, I prefer Kevin De Bruyne and Isaac. If on free transfer, Foden and Kane look like the better one. Is Emerson going to play? Yes, he is expected to play. Who are you benching from your midfield? At the moment, Madison has been benched from my midfield, and I don't see Madison. I don't see him starting for my team. Uh, Trying to figure out any lineups. So I'm going to keep checking my phone for that. Who are you benching again? I answer that. Mitrovic or Haaland captaincy? I think Haaland, if you want to stay safe, I think it's very obvious in terms of captaincy nowadays. Captain Haaland, and you don't have to worry about anything else. You can just stick. Anyways, you're not getting anything, but you're not losing. So you can depend on the other 10 from your team, and then those people can get you points. We will pick up two players too, and we'll take up all the bench questions in a minute. I'll just explain what my wildcard draft is and why it is, and then we'll go to the bench section. Before that, Janish Rathoda sent in a super chat, so we'll address that as well. Ramsdale, Cancelo, Trippier, Nico, I think Andreas, Martinelli, Jesus, Haaland. Those are 8 players who can play, and otherwise you can't. So I think you take a -4, remove 2, put a 10. That's totally fine. I don't think you need a free hit for this. Okay, so I'll just take you guys through my wildcard draft quickly, and also I see about 100 people watching. Please hit the like button, guys. We haven't been crossing the threshold in terms of likes, so make sure you hit the like button. It is important. It is really helpful to us to push our content. Okay, we have the lineup as well for Leicester versus Leicester for Tottenham. So Leicester versus Tottenham predicted lineup is a 4-3-3. Uh, 4-3-3, which is what Paul hears, and there's no Vardy, Madison, Barnes, which is odd that Paul is predicting Leicester as well. Anyways, the Tottenham lineup is Longley, Dyer, Romero, Loris in goal, Emerson on the right, Perisic on the left, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Kulusevski, Kane, and Richarlison. So it looks like a very it looks like a decent team, to be honest, but no Son. The big thing is no Son and no Vardy for Leicester. Apparently, no Vardy for Leicester. I'll just confirm that with probably yeah, I think no Vardy. So people who want to go there, Daka is starting. Vardy, Madison. It makes Madison slightly a better pick. So it looks like Barnes, Daka, and Madison would be the front three. Okay, there we go. I think we will also post this on Instagram. Again, Varun, if you can mention it in the chat, then I can probably just pin it up, and then we won't have any more questions about regarding it. Again, for those who missed out, Sun is not expected to start. Kulusevski is. So for now, I have Bowen, but I think I will take the money ball game, take the lottery chance, and I will bring Kulusevski in my team because I think if you have that chance of getting him in the big fixture, why not? Is premium a viable option? Again, premium. Again, the same question. Do you want three premium players? It was the same question pre-season when the season started. Again, three premium is not the way to go. Drupad, I've seen your super chat. Sorry, mate. I'll just answer it. I just keep posting this, and yeah, then we can focus. Just a second. I don't want people to miss out on this. Tottenham predicted lineup, no Sun as expected. I've posted it on Instagram as well, so people who've missed it out. Okay, I've answered Jainesh Rathod's super chat. Drupad, Pope, Cancelo, Trippier, Emerson, Kevin De Bruyne, Bowen, Gordon, Andreas, Taylor, Haaland, Mitrovic, Sterling, Fofana, James. Is a good draft for wild. I don't think Sterling needs to be there. I think you can take a punt on Madison or Bowen starting this week, and then you can bring in Sterling on free next week. I don't necessarily feel like he has to be there because it slightly weakens your team. And even Fofana, we don't know if Fofana starts or not, and hence you can go to another defender. Okay, quickly. My draft is Pope, Iverson. I actually go to the other draft I have, and that would be here. That would be here. So we have the other draft, which is currently my team. This is my team. This is the other draft I have, which is Pope, Iverson, Trippier, Emerson, Cancelo, James, Walker, Peters, Kulusevski, Madison, Martinelli, De Bruyne, Andreas, Isaac, Haaland, and Mitrovic. Walker Peters only because I want him in game week 9, probably in 8 and 12, where he has good fixtures and he can play through. I think if he had a clean sheet potential, I think he does start well and he's doing good in terms of attacking as well. You'd be shocked to know that he has a similar amount of penalty area touches as much as Cancelo, so he's not bad in terms of attacking returns as well. I think I trust Southampton more as a defense than someone like Digne, who's also 0.2 more expensive. So I save money and I can play this team. One change that I'll be making is Ward. I will be bringing Ward instead of Iverson because uh, that gives me the potential of having one more player if there is a postponement next week, and that is why I would go I probably Ward over Iverson. That gives me about 7-8 players next week, and that I'm totally fine with. I don't need to use a free hit for that. I can make two free transfers or two transfers with the hit, and I can field in 9, which is perfectly fine. Money in the bank for people asking 0.2 million. Okay, we'll straight get to the questions, and we'll also go to the bench order system. Captaincy, stick with Haaland again. I don't think I'm gonna even Haaland and Kane. There are two options obviously. At the moment, it's Haaland. Second would be Kane. Mitrovic, if you want to captain, third. I don't think he's a captaincy option. Okay, so we will have your bench questions and we'll take it up as they come and your team questions as well. Start Madison or Andreas if I had to again. If I had to, I would start Andreas over Madison. So that's the first question. Andreas over Madison. Madison is starting in the front three. Just make sure. So if you want to start Madison, there is all stats are in favor of him. The only I'm not very sure. I might take that call, but I'm not very sure. Again, because Andreas is also very heavily owned. So if he scores, you're going against the you're going against you're going against most people, and that could be a problem because he gets an assist or dodgy assist or a 3-pointer, and Madison doesn't. That it would be a huge problem. I have 7 playing players, including Neko and Andreas. Is it worth playing them? Plus 2 free transfers for a -4, or should I wildcard? Probably wildcard. I think I had the similar situation. I wildcarded out of it. Although after you have this information of the postponements, you might want to save it if you can. But again, I think wildcard is worth it. Almiron or WordPress? I think WordPress is the better one. What is the best time to wildcard in general? I think 8 or 9. 9. I think 9 is pretty much the week you should consider. After that, 13. Not later than that. I think there's no point after that. Remove Trent for a -4. Please suggest replacements. I think Perisic. He's starting. I think Perisic. That's a good person to go to. I think yeah, Perisic. And Dibyan says thank you. I am not sure Okay, he's replying to the question I answered to. Kane or Mitrovic? I think Mitrovic. He provides you more value. Should I double up on Newcastle defense? Yes, I think I've posted in the thread we post regularly. I think they're worth it. I think in the next 5 6 games they have the potential to have 3 clean sheets. Plus, they're also not just reliant on clean sheets. Pope and Tipper are getting points throughout, irrespective of clean sheets as well. So yeah, Parth Panwar said his team multiple times. So let's address that. Pope, Iverson, Trent, James, Williams, Cancelo, Trippier, Gross, Martinelli, Salah, Andreas, Haaland, Greenwood. I have 2 free transfers. Shall I use free transfers and take a hit or go for wildcard? It depends on you. I think you have a decent team with Trippier and everything. You can use your free transfers and 2 free transfers and probably one more hit and make it a good team and sustain it till game week 9. Bernardo Silva plus Kane plus Diaz or Kevin De Bruyne, Zaha plus Isak on a wild card, please answer. I think Bernardo Silva, Kane plus Diaz is fine, only if you don't want Salah back early on. If you want Salah around game week 12 or maybe even game week 9, you want to have Kevin De Bruyne because it's an easier route. Even Sterling goes for Sterling as well. So if you want Sterling, don't go uh, don't go with Kane. I think it's 2 transfers that you don't want to waste. Bowen or Madison? Madison. He has a better fixture run going ahead. I think Madison is the better one. I'll update that as well in the list. I think Bowen or Madison. A comparison here. I think first preference is Zaha. Zaha first, greater than Madison. I'm not sure if this is the spelling of Madison. If there is a double D, I'm not sure, but yeah, yeah, there is a double D. I've somehow written it correctly down and messed it up here. Anyways, Madison it is. Bowen and Kane for Salah and Archer. I would do it. I would do it. Madison over Odegaard, 100%. Uh, two among Trent, Walker, and Salah. For who? Trent and Salah. You get more value, or maybe Walker and Salah. Up to you. I have Haaland, Cap, Kane can go. Kevin De Bruyne, if you see Walker, also going to wildcard. I don't think you need to. If you have Haaland, you can stick to this team. I am just checking if there is more news. There's no apparently no update. Are you willing to do three or more transfers to get back Trent and Salah? Yeah, I will be looking at it when the situation comes up, and I have transfers thought about it. I can go even Diaz if I don't want to captain Salah. So the question will come when I go to that situation: do I want Salah as a player or do I want to captain him? If I don't want to captain, I think Diaz plus Trent is a better solution. Okay, we have another super chat from Mehul saying Pope, Ward, Trippier, James, Cancelo, Neko, Perisic, Kevin De Bruyne, Madison, Andreas, Bailey, Martinelli, Mitro, Isaac, Haaland. Who should I bench? I think James is the first one you should bench. Neko if you can. You probably can bench Neko. And from the midfield, I would bench Bailey. I think I don't trust Bailey so much, so I would bench Bailey over Madison. Why Mitrovic and Isaac or Tony? I think Tony, both of them have better fixtures this week. So when I'm wildcarding, I want to look at this week as a potential as well. And in general, Isaac has better fixtures going ahead. Mitrovic has the best out of all of the three. So there's no doubt in my head about those two players. Tony or Isaac? Tony, if you had to look for a longer period, Isaac looks the better one for the next 6. So I would go Isaac. I'm not worried about the playing minutes. I think he'll be fine when Wilson comes back. I think they can accommodate. If you have a problem eventually, you can always sell Isaac to Tony. But short term, you should probably go Isaac. Salah Diaz gross replacement. One free transfer. Who to take out? Salah out probably for Kevin De Bruyne if you can, or take a punt on, or maybe take a -4. Go Salah to Foden and get in Kane somewhere. Jesus, Greenwood, Trent, Richarlison to Richarlison, Mitro, and Tony. Tierney. Not Tierney. I'm not sure if Tierney is the best defensive asset this week. But again, Jesus, I wouldn't sell. Probably just Trent and the third forward you have to someone else. I wouldn't sell Jesus. I don't think that's an option this week, especially if you're not on wildcard. Hey Parth, he says, hey Anshuman, Gundogan to Madison and play Andreas. Option. Oh, that's a option. That's option 1. Option 2 is Salah to Madison and play Gundogan, bench Andreas. Just play Gundogan and Andreas. Thought I'm feeling Madison scores. I think if you don't have to take a hit for Madison, if you have a playing player, you especially this week, you want to. If you're not on wildcard, especially don't take a hit. If it's not necessary, I think Gundogan and Andreas perfectly fine. If you have a problem, go Gundogan to Madison if you can. That's or Gundogan to Barnes. If you see Madison scoring, I think Barnes has an equally good chance to get involved, and Barnes is playing much better. So if you want to go there, go there. Double up on Chelsea defense. The problem is we don't know who's starting, and the ones Cucurella could be in the back three. We never know when Aspilicueta will be dropped. I think he will, but I don't know if it's Fofana or Koulibaly who comes in. And Chilwell is still not fit. James is the only guy you want to go to at the moment. Start Bailey over Andreas. I I would take a chance now that we know he's definitely starting. I would take a chance. Should I save around 2.5 million in the bank for Salah and Trent later on, replace Bowen and Bailey? I don't think you need it right now. Use your free transfers for that eventually. Kulusevski or Bowen. If you're looking at a 1 week point, I think the bigger game is obviously Tottenham versus Leicester. Uh, we are expecting a 4-3-3 for Leicester, which seems odd. Let's just check if there is a game week where they've played 4-3-3 and how they've performed. Let's see if we can get a gist of how would they set up in terms of matches, and how have they considered chances in that setup. Because if they're very compact in a 4-3-3, then I don't want to go Kulusevski. I might as well go Bowen. It saves me a transfer eventually. So let's look at Leicester. They're bottom of the league. This is just too tempting. If Leicester a bottom of the league team against Tottenham, who not good in form, but again, who it's a money ball fixture. Okay, against Brighton, they set up in a 4-3-1-2 situation, which is also 4-3-3 ultimately, with NDD at the back. Against United, they set up differently. They set up in a 4-1-4-1, where Vardy was there. Against Chelsea, they had a similar 4-1-4-1. Looks like the Brighton setup, where Madison is still pushed on the right wing and Tielemans is playing as a 10. Okay, so not a bad game week to target. Looking at the stats, Brighton had a ton of chances. I think Tottenham will also do the same. No City League. I think there's no City League. Why do I start? Who do I start? Emerson Palmieri or Neco Williams? Please answer. I think I would go probably Emerson over Neco. Emerson over Neco. Okay, let's keep asking your bench questions. There's not a lot of time left, so we can keep doing that. Bailey plus Perisic or Madison plus Kufal? Bailey plus Perisic. If you're not playing, again, Madison is a long-term player. That's the issue with that. If you're not playing them, then it's fine. But again, Madison is a long-term player. You don't want to book transfers for him. Trippier and Mitrovic for Greenwood and Trent. I would do it. Who's better replacement other than Madison? I don't think Madison. There's no better replacement. You can probably go Bowen is the only alternative. I think maybe Zaha, but you again don't have him right away. Will Kulusevski start? Don't want to take hit and remove him. I think we are expecting him to start. Who do I start? Emerson Palmieri or Neco Williams? We've answered it. Gordon. Gordon is a great asset to own. Again, when do you want to play him is the question. If you trust him enough, I think he's a totally fine asset. On wildcard, need a 4.4 defender, Guehi or Kufal or Emerson. I think Emerson, if I had to save money. Otherwise, Kufal is more nailed. They slide out eventually when Johnson comes back, so I'm more leaning towards Emerson at the moment. Same team as yours last week, just Mitrovic for Greenwood. Thoughts? I think if you have Mitrovic for Greenwood, that solves half of your problems. So I had the same team. I took my free transfer to take Greenwood to Mitrovic, and I wildcarded only because I didn't want to play a weaker team and take a -4, especially with Neko and Andreas and everyone. So I have set up very well, and I'm happy with it. If you're happy with the -4, then probably don't wildcard this week. Thoughts on the team? Ramsdale, Cancelo, Williams, Trippier, Martinelli, Ward-Prowse, Bowen, Kane, Haaland. Looks good. With Jesus, looks decent, I think. Play Saliba or Walker Peters. Saliba. Probably take a chance on Saliba. He gets good bonus as well. Walker Peters not great on bonus. Andreas, Bailey, Madison pick 2 to start. Okay, Andreas, Bailey, and Madison. I've already have Andreas, Madison, and I'll put in Bailey. So whoever's higher on the list, you can pick those 2 players, and they should be starting for you guys. I think that's the idea of this whole thing we do. Get Kulusevski over Martinelli. If you can, I would only for a 1 week punt. Anyways, I don't think Martinelli is a very playable player for the next 3 fixtures. You can ditch him. I think it's not a bad idea to ditch him. This week is a problem, but the next 3, fine. We're taking a -4 to get Isaac Mitrovic in. Which one? Planning to wildcard in game week 9. I think Mitrovic. Nottingham Forest. I think it's the game you want to go for. Why Emerson? Is it because of is it because of Everton, or is it because of his gameplay? Haven't seen. Yeah, he's more attacking, so he gets at least a couple of shots almost every game. He scored a goal for West Ham as well. He's more higher up the pitch. It's not because of Everton. I think, and I'm not playing Emerson in my 11. I think I'm going to start Walker Peters only because I think that Emerson could concede. Everton are more attacking than Villa. Villa only have one big chance in the league. They're bottom of the table for big chances. Everton are still decent. They're about 9th or 10th. So I trust Everton to score rather than Villa. So I could be totally, and Villa could score in this game week. They have always done historically. They've played very well against Southampton. I think Southampton could clinch a clean sheet here. Should I play Perisic or Madison? And Madison both? Yes, you should. I take a chance. If Madison, you can bench Madison, fair enough. Kevin De Bruyne, Bailey Pope, or Kevin De Bruyne, Kulusevski, Henderson for wildcard. Bailey and Pope, I think. Trent to Perisic for a hit. I would do it this week. Can't get Bowen and Madison both falling short by point 0.3. Who should I get? Zaha and Madison, I think. Ben Zaha, player or defender. Best game week 8 midfield pun any price. I'm going Gordon. What do you think? I think it's fine. I think, and as I said, Everton attack well, and I think they can score. Otherwise, Kulusevski is probably the midfielder you want to get punt on. Should I indulge in Kulusevski or West Ham midfielder? If you want a midfielder for the next 2 game weeks, go Bowen. If you want only for 1 week punt, Kulusevski. Captaincy would be too harsh to go Kulusevski. I think it's not necessary to go there. Again, on Sun, we have it out there. We're not expecting Sun to play. I think this whole 18 minutes thing is a bit behind. Again, we're behind on a timer. Should I get Saint Maximan replacement for a -4? Already have Martinelli. Gordon, I think go Gordon. That's a fine replacement, to be honest. Emerson Royal or Arsenal defender. Emerson, now that we know he's starting, you can take a 1 week punt there. In which game week will the postponed matches moved? Again, second half of the year, not before World Cup, so it doesn't really concern us. Kulusevski plus Emerson or Perisic plus Bailey until game week 12. I think Perisic plus Bailey, because I think Perisic starts more game than Kulusevski. Is a -8 viable this week, as it is technically taking on a -4 with the players I'm taking out, and then the people I'm bringing in get 2 minimum. It's not essentially a -4. Ultimately, if you're looking at rank, it does affect your rank adversely. It depends on how many points your team scores. If you want to consider that logic, it's fine. But again, if again, I'm saying this, if your wildcard draft now and game week 9 looks similar, it's better to wildcard now instead of taking the -8. 15 minutes to go. Yes. Why is this script not working? It never works. It just never works. It should be closed now. Yeah, 1 minute ahead. I've set it to 1 minute ahead. Kane plus Bowen or Mitrovic plus De Bruyne. It depends on whether you want Salah or not. If you don't want Salah, go Kane and Bowen, I think. But also, you need to consider 2 things: Salah and Sterling. Do you want to consider Sterling? So if you don't want those 2 players, go Kane. But otherwise, if you want a route to them, Kevin De Bruyne is the easier one. Hello, brother. Did you already use wildcard? Yes. Please let me know. I want to use wildcard. But otherwise, do you recommend to go for a -8 hit? I think wildcard is better, especially if your drafts are not different. Isaac, a good differential captain. I don't think he's a viable captain option. Mitrovic, maybe if you want to go very differential, go for a Spurs player. Yep, and time to finalize the team. Yes, we just again. Okay, guys, we'll quickly wrap this up with 15 minutes left. Just mention your benching headaches, and then we'll cover that up, and then we'll move ahead with all the other doubts and questions quickly. Thinger's car or Emerson Pavani already have to repair. I don't think you need to triple up. I think Emerson better. Should I do option 1, Perisic, Trent Perisic, Salah to Kevin De Bruyne, Green to Mitrovic? I think option 1. Session or Perisic for a 1 week one. Pope and Dyer or Ryan Perisic, Pope and Dyer. Foden over De Bruyne. I wouldn't go there. De Bruyne looks like he's the better option. He's better on stats as well. Play Emerson or Walker Peters. If I have, I would play. I just had this West Ham, and if I had Walker Peters, I'd play Walker Peters. Kyle Walker Peters. Is Bowen in your team? In your 1 week punt team? No, he's not. I'm going Kulusevski for a 1 week punt. I don't think I need to go Bowen there. In case we have any other, everyone seems to start Madison, which is very odd. I'm not sure. I know Tottenham have conceded goals, but again, do we trust? And Madison is playing deep. I think if it's a 4-3-3 again, he's going to be slightly more deeper. Tielemans could be better. Is Mitrovic essential this week even with the -4? Probably you should consider Cucurella, Walker, Peters, or Fofana. Cucurella, I think, is more nailed. Gordon plus Perisic, Emerson plus Zaha. Emerson plus Zaha at the moment. Again, if you want someone to play this week, then go obviously Gordon plus Perisic. But Emerson plus Zaha is the very is he's the better fixtures. Play Zuma or Neko. I think Zuma. Neko is nowhere slash Zuma. I don't think you should play Neko. We're not expecting a clean sheet again, obviously. Play Bowen or Bailey on Bowen or Bailey on a wildcard Bowen. Jitesh Kadam has sent in his team. This is my playing 11 benches. Dallo, Gross, Diaz. Should I take a wildcard? Should I take a -4 for Salah? -4, remove him. And your team is pretty decent, I think. Don't need a wildcard. What's your final team looking like? Again, yes, we'll wrap up. Any other questions in terms of benching? I think we have most questions. Martinelli, again, he's top of this. I don't remember any more benching questions as far as my memory goes. Martinelli, Andreas, Madison, Bailey, Bowen. Again, if you have Bowen, I would play him over Madison. Yes, I would play him over Andreas as well. There's no doubt. Over Martinelli, I mean, it's the same thing. I would play him over these guys. Perisic or Gundogan, Perisic. I don't have the budget for Kulusevski, then I don't think you should go there. Probably go Zaha or maybe somewhere down. Barnes. I think Barnes. For people who don't have Kulusevski, Barnes is a decent option. Perisic or Saliba? I think Perisic. Best wildcard team. I've posted a couple of wildcard cards. There's no best. I think what my team looks like is the most template team you can ever look at. Except I have Walker Peters. People have Zuma and Neko Williams. Hello, I want to captain Kane. How much point swing do you expect between Kane and Haaland? I don't expect a lot of points. I think they'll evenly score similar points. If I had Kane, I would captain Kane actually over Haaland. Everyone sending the team Mitrovic, Haaland, Jesus, good long-term bench, Ward, Kyle Walker, Peter, Neko, Gross. I think Satyanathan, I think it's a decent team. Sayanathan, sorry. I think it's a decent team. Saint Maximin is not fit. Okay, we'll move to our team. This is probably how it looks like in terms of the benching headache. And this is my team, Wildcard Active. My team is Pope, Trippier, Cancelo, James just for fun again, Walker Peters, Andreas, Martinelli, De Bruyne, Mitrovic, Isaac, and Haaland captaincy. Kulusevski first on the bench, Madison second on the bench. I'm not playing Madison. -4 Perisic for Dunk, I would do it. Is Perisic playing? Go with other Spurs defender. If Perisic is playing, I don't think you should go for another Spurs defender. Perisic is the better one. I'd go Perisic. Why De Bruyne over Kane? Because I want to keep two options open. Do I want Sterling in Game Week 9? Possible. I should be available. It should be a one move switch for me. So I want that Kevin De Bruyne move possible. And again, same for Salah. I don't want to take two transfers just to afford Salah or Sterling. One move and they should be available. Why Emerson over Neko Williams for start? Neko has higher attacking threat. Emerson has a similar attacking threat. Neko has proved him in terms of stats. I think Emerson has a similar attacking threat. Emerson has more clean sheet odds, and that swings it. I think clean sheet is what majorly he'll get points for. Guys, if possible, bench Neko, full emotional will score. Yeah, again, you're relying on an attacking return from a defender where there's absolutely no clean sheet odds. So probably go for another defender who has some attacking return and some clean sheet potential as well. Barnes over Madison on a wildcard? No, I think Madison. You can go. There's a case of going Barnes over Madison, but again, Madison on set pieces, that swings it for me. Sorry, Andreas or Madison this week. I'm swinging towards Andreas, I think. Bailey versus Madison, probably Madison. I don't trust Bailey. That's a personal issue, to be honest. If you trust Bailey enough to score against Southampton, you can go there, I think. 11 players with a -4 or wildcard. One of them is Patterson. I think go 11 players with a -4. You don't have to wildcard. It gives you more information, ton of more information. Emerson or Neko on a wildcard. I think Emerson suits. If you want to play him in Game Week 12, then Neko suits more because Neko has an easier fixture. Emerson faces Liverpool, I think. So that's a thought you want to put in. If you're okay with that, then go ahead. You won't play Kulusevski in. James is blanking. Yeah, they'll switch around. That's just some random shit I keep doing. Thoughts on Kufal? I think it's a decent pick. The only problem is Johnson will be back eventually at least by mid or end of October. The games should be over by then, but if he comes before, there could be slight rotation risk. He's not a major rotation risk at the moment, but again, it's just there at the back of mind. But he's a decent option, to be fair. What's the high in Game Week 10? Who to get for 2 game weeks? I think Bowen is the better one. Isaac or Jesus. This week, Jesus. I think if I had to put my money, Jesus is the better one. But if you're on wildcard, Isaac is the better one because you want to hold him for a longer period of time. Leicester City starting goalkeeper, Ward or Iverson? I think it's Ward. It's again Ward. And thank you for reminding me that. I have to. Iverson is still there in the screenshot. I will change it in my phone at the moment. I'm bringing Ward because in case something happens and things go down the drain, I want to have a playing keeper. I'm just checking. I have point two in the bank. If I go Ward, can I afford Diaz? How much is Diaz? Diaz is 8.2. Fair enough. I can afford him. So I'll go with Iverson to Ward, confirm the transfer. Yeah, I have a playing keeper now. So it's Coutinho, Bailey, and Ings as the front three apparently for Villa. Coutinho, Bailey, and Ings. They can score. They can pretty much score. I wouldn't be surprised with the score. Signing off. Thanks for the tips, Varun and Anshuman. Thank you. Chirag. Again, before you leave, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button if you haven't. I'm just gonna look at the league lineup for Villa. It looks like it is Ings, Coutinho, and Bailey, and that's a decision to make sure I play Walker Peters or not. So I have a certain team where I'm not, and Andreas is over Madison. Fair enough. I think I'm going to stick. I think it's fine. I think I'm going there. Walker Peters. Taking a chance. Who do I anyways play him for? Emerson? Maybe not. I'll take a chance actually. Should I go Emerson? That's a 50-50. Ward Trippier, Emerson, Cancelo, Martinelli, Kulusevski, Andreas, Mitros, Haaland. Sort of, it looks like a good team. I don't think you need to change it. Zuma or Everson. If you can get Zuma, get Zuma. Thanks, Manish. Last Walker Peters versus Fofana. We don't know if Fofana is starting. If he was, I would go there for sure. There's no doubt in my head, but we don't know if he's starting or not. That's the issue. I wouldn't risk it. Go Walker Peters. Why no Jesus? Because I don't want him in the next 3 game weeks after game week 9. And that is a problem. I don't want to waste a transfer as well. Need a 2 week punt, 7.5 or below. Barnes. Gordon or Barnes, either of them. Zuma or Kufal. Zuma if you can afford him. I think he's more nailed. There's no rotation involved. Zuma. Perisic for Cucurella. I would do it. Kulusevski, Andreas, Martinelli, Kevin De Bruyne, Bailey. Who to start? Kevin De Bruyne, Martinelli, Kulusevski, and maybe Bailey or Andreas. Maybe. I think I would. Maybe. It's a 50-50 call actually. I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of Bailey, but to be fair and in all honesty, Bailey. Otherwise, I would start Andreas. Bailey, Madison, or Walker Peters then. Start Bailey, Madison, or Walker Peters. Just go safe with Bailey because he could get an attacking return. Madison otherwise. When are you wildcarding? This is my wildcard draft, guys. Kufal has more attacking return. He does, but again, there is a lot of rotation in my opinion. If you can afford Zuma, he has decent attacking return too, attacking like threat too. Kulusevski versus Bowen. If you want for game week 9 and 10, 8 and 9, then go for Bowen. If you want only a 1 game week punt, Kulusevski. Best defender for 4.2, Emerson, Patterson, or Tomiyasu. I didn't think Tomiyasu is a good defender in terms of I don't know if he starts or not. Patterson looks decent and is nailed, so you can go there. Otherwise, Emerson. If I had to choose, Emerson would still be my answer because I know that he is playing for sure and he's more attacking. What about Paqueta? I know he's great. Paqueta is very good, but again, I don't know if I want to take a chance on him this week. Bench Andreas or Madison? I'm benching Madison. Should I bring in Madison / Almiron for -8 or stick with the -4 with quite similar wildcard team? I think you should stick with the -4. Isaac or Mitrovic for this week? Mitrovic. A lot of people are still starting Madison. It's not a bad game to start Madison, to be honest. If you feel that Madison can score, again, Tottenham can score against Madison, but I'm not just sure. Let me figure out this out in the next 4 minutes. You have Nottingham versus Nottingham are pretty attacking, right? So I expect them to score, to be honest. I think I'll take a chance, and I'll actually just stick with Andreas. Yeah, I don't think Madison scores a lot. If he scores, he's just 4% on. Shouldn't give a problem. Jesus or Isaac this week. Jesus. Saurav, I've seen your team. Use 2 free transfers. Good to go. Yes, it is. -8 for Kevin De Bruyne, Mitro, and Perisic. I would do it. Melon must sense his team. Give me validation for wildcard, please. It looks like a good wildcard. That's all I have to say. It has all the essential elements. Play Madison over Kulusevski, San Martinelli, Foden. I wouldn't. Absolutely not. Read out Madison in for -8. Tough call. For Madison, I'm not sure. Maybe Bowen. Yeah, I feel Andreas is better at home, not away. That's true. That's the only thought I checked. I checked at Fulham playing away from home and how many shots he's had in the recent time. Again, I don't remember him having a lot of shots. Even against Fulham, he was not that impressive. Even in general, Andreas wasn't impressive. I might just make a switch in terms of getting Madison to play the big game. Neko, Andreas, Madison, Zuma play two. I think Zuma and Madison. There's about 3 minutes left, guys. Patterson or Neko? Maybe Neko because goal threat is a factor there. Clean sheet odds both have similar clean sheet odds. Will Bowen start? 100% Bowen starts. I'm very sure about it. 100% he starts. I think I'll confirm. I've made a change. I think I'm going to remove Andreas, take in Madison, take a chance there. Get in Bailey for this week to start over Pereira and then switch to Madison Zaha. Can do if you have that bandwidth. Can do. Neko or Andreas? Andreas. Don't start Neko. Gordon or Bailey for the next 2 weeks? Bailey looks like the better one. He has Southampton and then he has Leeds, so Bailey is the one. Neko, Cancelo, Saliba, Trippier, James, midfielder and defense looks decent. I think Gross is the only problem. Apart from that, it looks decent. Start Bailey or Matters? Bailey. I think Bailey. Captaining Bowen, that's a big move. Bailey or Neko Williams? Bailey again. And Kulusevski or Bailey? Kulusevski, 100% Kulusevski. Go for the big game. I think even if he does well, I think I wouldn't be surprised if he starts against Arsenal and he does good. He is in general a very good player. Tony playing right, yeah, 100% he's playing. There's no doubt. There is 10 seconds left in this timer. Anyways, there's about a minute left. You have to start. Someone's saying you have to start Madison over Kulusevski. Bro, you have to start Madison and Kulusevski as first sub. Yeah, I know. Kulusevski captain can risk. I wouldn't say no. If you want to go differential, can do that. I prefer him over Mitrovic. Pope, Emerson, Trippier, good first 11. Mitrovic, Haaland, Isaac. Yeah, it is a good 11. This is your final team. I made one change. I put in Madison instead of Andreas, so that's one change that I've made. I've taken a chance of Andreas. I think, Madison. I've taken a chance. I think Andreas could be slightly more defensive in terms of in an away game. I've not seen him good in away games as far as I checked. So yeah, Madison is on in terms of Andreas. That's the only change I'm doing. Sub James, time is running out. He'll get subbed off, guys. That's the plan. He'll get subbed off on his own. That's something I like to do. Isaac as vice captain, no need. I think if you have someone big, go Kevin De Bruyne or someone like a Cancel is better. Anyways, it is deadline. Thank you guys. It was fun. Wildcard is finally done. It's out of the way. We've about 100 people watching. Still, we haven't reached 100 likes, so make sure we leave a like before you leave the stream. And if you enjoy our work, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. It would really mean a lot, and it really pushes our content to other people. I've captured Kulusevski over Haaland. I think if Kulusevski gets a goal, I think the rank gain would be good. Okay, who to cap, Haaland or Mitrovic? If that is the question, I think Haaland was the right answer. Yes, subscribe. Anyways, thank you guys. This is it from my side. I'll go get dinner and sit and wait for the Nottingham Forest and Fulham game and even the Walker Peter. Actually, I will be watching Aston Villa versus Southampton just as a nervous defense owner. Yes, hopefully Kane smashes. I hope, and Kulusevski gives all the assists or probably gets at the end of the assist and scores a goal. Anyways, that is it from my side, guys. This is FPL Tips.